gamer guy that goes on Call of Duty and just uses a voice changer to make himself sound like a little 8-year-old kid. Then he trolls people.
All right, guys, I'm going live on YouTube, so
All right, I'll watch your live on YouTube.
Don't violate community guidelines.
I'll just be a viewer on it.
I got some good trade ideas out of that list, and there's still more stocks on that list.
Josh, your shirt looks like your Peter Schiff. That's like a Peter Schiff shirt.
this shirt is actually a bunch of bikini butts.
Well, then,
Bikini
not a
butts.
Peter Schiff shirt.
Bikini butts.
I didn't realize this was the Fresh and Fit podcast. Bikini butts. I like big butts and I cannot lie. How many viewers do you have to monetize videos on YouTube? Mr. Josh?
I think you need like 10,000 views or something like that.
How much? What?
Like how do you, what's the process to monetize? Like, how do you need a certain amount of?
I think to monetize, you need a certain amount of hours viewed.
To get ads, yeah, there is a minimum. Let me swap.
How do I mute your butt on this so I don't hear you twice? Not that it's not lovely hearing you twice.
Yeah, you better say that. How do you mute me on where? YouTube? Just mute the stream.
YouTube.
Yeah, just mute the stream.
There's no mute button.
What are you talking about? It's YouTube. There's a mute. Just hit the space. Hit M. Hit M. Well, you don't. You're on your phone.
I'm on my phone. There's no mute button.
There's a little speaker symbol. Hit that.
There's no. I'm not.
I don't know how you mute something.
But you're watching the YouTube? Yeah, okay, you are. Yeah, it says there's 2 watching.
I'm on the tubes of the U, and there's no mute button.
Yeah, I don't,
Noob, your name is Warren.
I think you actually can. Yeah, you're just gotta listen to me twice. I guess you
Warren?
can. I guess you can.
My name's Warren Buffett.
Someone named Warren Ingersoll is watching, Josh.
What's up, Warren? How you doing, man? Blessings all around, dude. Let's go. Let's go. What do you guys say? Dedication, discipline, profits, something like that. All right. Now, what were we looking at? What were we looking at? We're just going down my watch list. We're gonna look at Adobe.
No, we were looking at.
That's right. I was going over Starbucks.
Volatility.
We were looking at the volatility watch list. We were looking at Starbucks. The next one on the list is VST.
Starbucks might be cheap on valuation, but this isn't really that. I don't know. This really isn't that compelling to me.
I like
other than this price to sales ratio is nuts. Like, when's the last low this hit? This hit the last low in May 17th, 22. What did it do after that? Wait, let me take one more look at this and then tell me what the next one on the list.
You never listen to me anymore. I already told you.
Huge bounces when it gets to this level. The thing is that weekly does not look great. That could barcode here though, and then bounce. Oh god, it's just so awful sell off. I don't know. I'd give it a few days.
This is the kind of stock I love getting in trouble with. These really beat up stocks. I'd get
you're
myself into
right.
all kinds of trouble.
There's a lot of money to be made if you play Firefighter and run in. I'll set.
Yeah, it looks demolished, but like, look at RSI. It's breaking below the range. Fucking dots you got on your indicator. It's not going to zero. I'm buying.
All right. What's the next one on the list? Dude.
VST, Victor Sierra Tango.
Oh, I feel like I've been hearing a lot about Vista. Wait, what does Vista do? Actually, this just had a breakout on the daily.
That the gun? They own the gun sellers or something? I'm thinking of something else.
I think it's a communications software company. I don't know. I shouldn't talk my ass. I should just wait.
VST. Vistra. Retail electric power generation.
Josh, get a pen and paper and write these down because I'm going to be unavailable for a second. Or a few minutes. VST,
My
BMY,
gosh. VST, BMY.
NRG,
Okay.
and AZN. That's 4 more.
And AZM. Okay.
I'm going to mute myself.
I beat you to it, Josh.
Okay.
In case you guys were wondering, don't snort meth.
Yeah, don't do that. It hurts.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I know a guy.
I don't know what's gonna come out of your mouth. I don't know what you're gonna say next, but I am live on YouTube. I am live on
That's good
YouTube.
advice for anybody, okay?
I don't know what you're gonna say next.
Don't snort a hydrochloride formulation. It will burn.
Became profitable again.
Wait, look at the earnings on that. Wait a second. With the profit, it went from.
Wait,
Wait, go back one.
I'll go to annual again. Yeah. Negative $1 billion. What this is probably an investment.
It went from 1.8 to like.
Yeah, that's
It's
negative.
fucking
That's how much they lost.
Okay.
Their expenses aren't going up, which means that's probably research and development type of expenses, reinvesting into the company. Revenue's on a downward trajectory though. Since 2021. Wait, what do they do?
Where do they? Where are they?
Vesta
They're
Energy.
they do retail and industrial power. So they're like a utility or some shit. Maybe where they are, people are fucking leaving or something.
One of the largest utility scale battery products in the world.
Nuclear, coal, solar. They do it all. Well, they're definitely at the highs. So, yeah, that makes sense on the fucking volatility chart.
So what's been going
Jordan.
on that even led to this rally? Why does an energy stock look like a AI related name? No news articles were found. It must be solar related. Because when I look at this chart, now that I know their energy, it kind of looks like First Solar. But they got clapped. And this one, I mean, this looks like it could literally be forming a cup and handle. If this continues to like recover and then you see something like this that could be really bullish. So I want to see if it. I mean, just even if it can get over 96, maybe. Maybe there's something here.
It's been chopping for a while.
Because that daily firing to the upside, while actually that monthly is starting at RSI. Did it get cross? It didn't even get the cross yet, but it bled. Monthly lower highs. This daily is what you got to cling to because it's starting to fire to the upside. Came down, tested this EMA convergence, managed to bounce off. I mean, this might turn into a future cup and handle. And then
Warren Ingersoll wants to see QBTS.
okay, heard Q. BTS.
QBTS.
D-Wave Quantum. What is this? Is this a quantum computing company? Q. BTS. Why is this? Why is my mouse being weird? Oh my gosh, there's nothing here. It's engaged in the development and delivery of quantum computing systems, software, and services. Okay, so what this means is that we got to go look at the financials. And what we want to see oh God. It's not good.
Yesterday, news dropped saying D-Wave Quantum expands partnership with Zapata Computing to advance quantum AI integration.
Yeah, but operating expenses keep climbing and climbing. And it's just they're not making anything. None of these companies are going to make anything, though. They are making some money, actually. Who knows what from? Probably just from stuff they own. Assets.
They partnered with ticker ZPTA. No, this looks even worse. Okay.
They might be in survival mode right now. Yeah, Warren, if you like quantum, Warren, we just covered this on the other live stream over on TikTok. I'll keep looking at Q. I'll come back to this, but just like IonQ is the leader in quantum right now. IonQ is top dog in tech as far as I'm aware. That's what all the fund managers tell me. That's what MIT scientists that I interviewed on YouTube. If you go back in my old videos, I interviewed an MIT scientist who runs his own investment group now. He likes IonQ best as well. IonQ got 50. Okay, word. Yeah. Good to hear. Well, I'll take another look at the chart right here, although yikes. To be honest, that daily looks pretty good. The thing I want to see here though is I like IonQ because they got enough cash to go to about 2 more years, which is really good. Interest rates cutting should allow them to get more cash in the future. That's 2 years of potential advancements that could come about as well, and that's good. Strange receivables. Yikes. Yikes. $41 million, but this company's burning like 80 million. Oh no. They might not make it. Pray for a major breakthrough. Because they might not make it. Oh, they IPO'd at 10. When was that? 2021. Ooh, that's a rough time to IPO. Slaughtered. There's just such a... How did this trade dead even? Was this a SPAC? What's this? Is this a SPAC?
They might not make it.
Yeah, they might not make it. Yeah, this must be a SPAC or something. And then list, then goes live, crushed. This is just consolidation, bulls and bears fighting it out. It tried to climb over this EMA wave and then just got completely collapsed. Yeah, look at that. Dove right through the convergence and now being suppressed under that cloud. That's not good. You might have some short-term trade opportunities, but honestly, like, what do these options even look like? QBTS.
It's boink. That looks like a pump and a dump.
There's not much here. My gosh, what you don't want to see is that. That type of just curve on a linear straight up put implied volatility going nuts. The expectation from option traders is this thing's going lower. Lower.
Did you look at BMY yet?
Yeah, I will say that the daily says that this thing could make another one of these type of moves. Although the smackdown on the denial of that EMA cloud makes me wonder if this is actually just going to reverse back to the downside, especially when we look at the RSI structure. It needs to bounce tomorrow, literally tomorrow. At max by the end of this week. You need a reversal, and you need to come through this EMA cloud, or this stock, this weekly is just going to drag it back to the lows. Oh boy. Whereas like IonQ didn't get that reversal, it looks like it's about to break over this EMA cloud. And that's on the weekly. On the daily, it's also about to fire to the upside and is actually over that first EMA cloud, climbed through the convergence and about to break out of the second one. So, like, IonQ could be prepping for like a $4 move to the upside. This thing can go poof and be back at 11 before you know it. Especially if this weekly and this daily both want to fire at the same time, one of the best signals for a big move coming over the horizon. And they've got more cash on hand. There's less uncertainty that they'll go bankrupt. The assumption is right now that they'll make it, that they'll be able to survive and continue the tech development. Okay, what are we looking at next, boys? Any more requests from YouTube? No problem, Worm. Let's go to the moon, baby. By the way, we're going to do a meetup for everyone in this St. Louis area. We're trying to figure it out. We're going to go meet at our analyst place. Gonna get some barbecue. All right, we're gonna look at BMY.
About time.
Bristol Myers. Is this a restaurant like Bristol's?
No. Pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
I was gonna say, are they doing drugs?
I would be.
All right, let me look here. All right.
I would be shorting Landry's, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I gotta plug in my fucking monitor.
Another one with no. Oh wow, Bristol value score is really good here. Fundamental score is really good here. That's what they say. Immunology, the firm is a leader in drug development. Okay, all right, I've heard of them. Okay, Let's look at let's look at the financials here. Let's do a little dig. Do a little dig. Do a little dance. Staying out tonight.
84% institution held.
God, what a mess this is. I need to look at their product line. Will this tell me the product line? Tech chart? What does that even show me? I don't even know.
I have it here. It says product pipeline includes Krazati,
DM, so I can pull it up here while you talk about it.
MRTX 1719, RYZ 101, CAR XT, ORM 6151.
But DM that link to me so that I can, or post it in
Yeah,
the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way we're talking about, we could look at it. I want the visual.
At the COVID lows.
General chat.
BMY looks very oversold unless there's some other bullshit going on because I mean it was at this level even 2014.
Oh, these guys make Eliquis and it's the only one I know by name.
And they've got
Sprycel keeps my old man alive.
6 more in the product line. What do they focus on? Oncology, hematology, immunology, cardiovascular, neuroscience, small molecule drugs, production biosystems. Okay. Are these things not making money? Because this thing's sitting at... Ooh, daily just fired at the downside. Monthly's trying to say bounce. I love these monthly TTMs because they don't barcode as... Like, they rarely barcode.
I wouldn't be surprised if they had a bad outlook because I know it said Sprycel and Sprycel's for CML. My dad is CML, but nowadays the surgery that cures it is so much more successful that you might get it. So, fucking science is beating science now.
Yeah, well, biotech displaces a lot of these companies that are in the pharmaceuticals, so I typically just don't. I don't really want to be in them. I'd rather be in what's coming up. This is a real key level that it broke underneath, and like it basically broke underneath it. It's back testing and it's trying to create some support. But I don't play medical stocks that I don't follow closely. So, or biotech stocks that I follow closely either. Is there so you got to go through the product lines. You got to look at the cash on hand. You got to calculate the total addressable market for the different drugs and products, and then you got to look at the cash on hand, look at the financials. You got to go through the CFO, like, because you could run into, there's just so many things that could go wrong, or you could run into. You got to look at how much cash they're spending on development. There's just, to do a deep dive on these companies is a freaking nightmare. So let's look at next. We got NRV. Okay. What the is this? What is this? Was this a pink sheet? Looks like a pink sheet. Is that one?
Noram Lithium Corp. That's what I found.
Yeah, listed in. Is this a SPAC?
No, I think you have the wrong ticker. I think it's NRG.
Oh, you're right. That is what you said.
What is
I was on
NRG
the
though?
phone.
Oh, this isn't even what I see when I go here though. Okay. I don't know what this is. It's pulling up something. I don't recognize. Oh, it's a Dutch stock. Okay. NRG. NRG. I should know that. That's an energy. Yeah. This looks like VST. That we went over earlier. I don't think we went over it on YouTube, but we went over it on TikTok. Tickety talk. Except that the weekly's breaking down and the daily's like barely trying to hold this. I might actually try and short something like this.
It says institutions own 105% of the shares on Webull.
They're saying they're speaking the truth on the fucking hidden truth.
Mediocrity over here. PDE, forward PDE's higher than the PDE. And historically, decently high. It can cook higher, though. Why'd this get crushed? 2023. Ooh, yikes. What? Why was last earnings so bad? Okay, what are all these energy companies blowing money on? What am I missing about the space? No relevant news? You know what I need to do? I just need to do... Now that I'm not going to dox myself, I can go over here, actually. Look at this.
Price war. ABC News is such a joke.
That was on the 27th of June. Short interest spiked. Calling something shovel ready makes me feel like there's like mining involved. Applies to the Texas Energy Fund to bring essential dispatchable power to ERCOT. Remind me what this is. What is this? Okay. Quick start natural gas power generation. Okay, yeah. That was back in June. Market sold on the news? Oh yeah, like a 1-day pump, and then it just consolidated ever since that news drop. Why is short interest picking up here? Oh, this is just tracking. I don't care about what you're tracking. Gosh, they're dumping money. So what happened from 2020 to 2021? Because that's a huge jump in income.
And like, it's more than triple.
Yeah, it was pretty stagnant for literally 4 years, and then boom, explodes. Income exploded, but this thing still consolidated. Then plunged in November of 2022. Wasn't even related to earnings. It's significantly after earnings.
So I'm reading the transcript from the earnings call, and it says we remain committed to our capital allocation plan. We are reaffirming our 2024 return of capital amount of approximately $1.2 billion. They're doing something in Texas that I think they dumped a lot of money on.
Well, that was the 3 shovels thing that they applied for. I guess they got approved. There's a natural gas endeavor.
Expensive shovels.
Man, I don't know. Yes, I mean, yeah, expensive shovels indeed. Expensive shovels indeed. Yeah. All right. Well, I set an alert there, but nothing to. AZN. Now, wait a second. Is this the Oh no, this is that. Is this the
AstraZeneca? That's the.
Yeah.
They made one of the vaccines.
Yeah.
I think it was the worst vaccine too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they get like canceled,
Well,
or
Yeah,
discontinued pretty quick?
I think theirs got banned in a few countries.
Oh really?
Details. They
Yeah,
seem to be doing all right for themselves. Look at their chart.
Yeah, their chart looks great.
$237 billion company.
Well, they
Pretty
make
sure
other stuff
they
too. It's not like
survived.
Moderna.
The Ford PDE is great.
They just came off of all-time or lifetime highs. It's a boring chart.
Did they make some other drug that's pretty good or something?
It's a really,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with Noob. This is a really boring chart. So what are option traders seeing? Why is the applied volatility picking up so much here?
I don't know. That's actually a good question.
Actually, historical volatility percentile for me is 0%. Implied volatility 25%.
Historical volatility for me is 0% as well. Implied 25%. It could just be that it's a relatively stable stock. And with this, look at this last leg higher it took. If you look at the monthly chart, it could just be coming off of that. Because,
Yeah.
well, no, it says it's up 4% over the last 5 days. No, wait, 4% over the last 5 days. Volatility is increasing in there.
Anything unusual in the options trade?
Well,
Looks like it's about to go.
it looks even the options chain like sucks. Like this, there's nothing. There's not even really much of a move priced in at all.
Yeah.
Trying to see where earnings would be based on both. Oh, it looks like they might have earnings this coming week. Do they have earnings this week? The weekly expiring this week is 51% IV. So maybe their earnings are coming up very soon.
Earnings is not till the 25th. There might be a drug.
Do they
approval
have a
pending.
drug approval? That
Yeah.
might, yeah. Because the IV for this week is really high. It might just be that. That's maybe why it's on the list. But it looks like a relatively boring stock to trade, to be honest with you. It's pricing in a $5 move on a $75 stock for the next 40 days. So less than 10%. Not a lot of juice there.
That makes me wonder what the other COVID stocks are looking like.
Yeah, how's Pfizer looking, Josh?
Pfizer's a piece of crap.
I know Pfizer's on your watch list.
It
What is that one?
is.
PFE.
That's because it got so cheap. I was like, huh. I could throw some of this in the long term for. I think I bought it like
Dookie.
26 or 25. I can tell you what I bought it.
I'm torn on Pfizer. 'Cause
If you bought Pfizer,
you're right that it's
years ago-
cheap it's cheap, but it's like it got such a bad rap from the COVID jab.
if you bought
That is-
Pfizer 20 years ago, guess how much money you made?
I can tell you myself.
$20.
Nothing. It's right back at the same price that you bought it for
Boomers.
20 years ago. But you did make. They do have a good dividend, or at least they used to. I don't remember.
Did
what
the
the
same
dividend
price,
is.
or did they do a split?
No, it's the same price. Same price as it was 20 years ago. They have a 42-cent dividend though, and it's quarterly dividend. So they're giving out what is that? It's $27 stock, 42 cents times 4 is $250 or $2.50 a year on. That can't be right. Is my math right there? No. 40, 80, 60. No, $1.60. $1.60. So it's like a 5% dividend. So you made 5% for 20 years
That's why I went
by owning this stock. But I bet you that dividend wasn't a 5% dividend back in the day. Over the last 20 years, it's probably gone up.
Ew, this has been saying the same as it melts down.
The next stock on the list is actually Chipotle. CMG's on the list.
This company made. Wait, what? In 2023, this company made only 3.3 billion.
Only 3.3 billion.
Is that their profit or revenue?
It can't be their revenue.
Well, that was operating income. Gross profit was 33 billion, but in 2022 it's 65. I guess this is kind of a return to the norm, though. 2018, 19, and 20 they made about the same. Then you got vaccine
Until they start another
bump.
pandemic.
Until they started another pandemic. God, their revenue was $100 billion. Doctor,
And it was all subsidized by Uncle Sam.
yeah, the Dr. Evil types of revenue. $100 billion.
$100 billion.
The only sad part about that is they're probably more evil than Dr. Evil. I'd rather have sharks and laser beams.
Yeah.
They're disgustingly more evil.
Yeah. All right, let's look our way down here. You know what? Actually, what
Next one is
before you do that, I want to look at guarantee here. Fundamental score 10 out of 10. Makes sense to me.
for what?
Oh wait, it's not the
Pfizer?
right company. Oh man, I got all excited for nothing. I wanted to see Cornet. It's not. Why is this not KRNT? That one, guys. Jeez.
Holy cow.
4 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Y rating avoid.
That's almost a 10 out of 10.
Almost.
Avoid. Say avoid.
Yeah, it says avoid.
Do not touch with 10-foot pole.
Oh my God! Total operating expenses are 154 million. Oh no, baby! What is you doing? What is you doing? I took a bet that they'd make a major breakthrough and get a major retailer to partner with them, but back in 2021, this stock looks so appealing and against all the other. So Coronet actually has great advertising, though. I could show you what Coronet does when we have my Hassan moment and. Oh, they're good with the YouTube, actually. They post somewhat frequently. Look at that.
You know what the hell is a digital textile?
Für mich persönlich als Techniker hier im Haus ist es mit Cornet super. Das sind Maschinen, die State of the Art sind und mir
Digital
bisher
textile?
immer
What are they
gut
selling,
gefallen damit.
NFTs?
They print clothing.
Ich bin Robin Hemmert, bin hier bei Alles
Like
Klar
digital
für
clothing?
Technik verantwortlich und ich
Ja,
sage immer,
aber-
wir drucken eigentlich alles, was nichts mit Papier zu tun hat. Wir haben
Print
uns
clothes
so
with
Cloud entschieden,
cool
weil es einfach
designs.
funktioniert. Wir haben uns natürlich auch links und rechts umgeguckt, sind im Endeffekt aber immer wieder bei Cornet gelandet, weil es eine sehr
These
gute
printers look
Komplettlösung
pretty
ist,
high
weil
tech.
die Maschinenindustrie
They can print a
einfach
cutting
ihre
board, a
Arbeit machen
mug.
und das leisten, was sie sollen und auch kein Problem mit einem Dreischichtbetrieb haben, der
3D
teilweise
printing?
mehr ist.
God, the way he said that. Did you see everything he said? They're like, can you, here's 20K. Can you, read this word for word to us?
Einfach funktioniert. Wir haben uns natürlich auch links und rechts umgeguckt, sind im Endeffekt aber immer wieder bei Cornet gelandet, weil es eine sehr gute Komplettlösung ist, weil die Maschinen industriell einfach ihre Arbeit machen und das leisten, was sie sollen und auch kein Problem mit einem Dreischichtbetrieb haben, der teilweise dann mehr ist.
Mein Name ist Jonathan Herwig. Wir sind ja erstmal ganz gut aufgestellt gewesen mit den Cornet-Druckern.
Yeah, but that's what they do. They print clothing. So I was looking for them to hit more of a scale, and right now they're like the Etsy of clothing printing. They haven't hit like true scale. But I was thinking a major retailer might eventually, if they can get the tech to work with more fabrics, then there is potential.
What are they, like a Stitch Fix type thing?
No, like they can literally go from like. Wait, what was the word you just used?
Company, like, what is it called? Stitch Fix or something like that? Stitch.
I'd never heard of that.
Remember that company? SFX, maybe? It's, no, what is it?
S-Fix
Used to be a
is
good- S-Fix. They used to be a good trading vehicle back in the day.
No, but
even know.
Stitch Fix like picks shirts and pants for you. You like sign up and they pick the shit.
They pick
Cornet,
it all
like,
out and send it to you.
Cornet like prints the shirts and pants. Stitch Fix like picks the shirts.
I haven't looked at that stock in forever. Is it even still in business?
It's like been around $4 for.
Dude, I got blown out in shorts on that one earnings. They rallied like $20 past my strikes. I think, if I recall correctly, it went from like $30 to like 40 or 50.
You might be off by a zero, noob.
No, this was back when everything was blown up prior to the COVID crash.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, this is nothing like them. It provides a shipment service called Affix, where the stylist hand selects items from several merchandise with analysts of client and merchandise data to provide a personalized shipment of apparel, shoes, and accessories suited to the client's needs. This is like
Stitch Fix, like you sign up and then you say, "I like pants."
It's like rich guy who wants to look good but feels like he has no fashion sense.
It's like one of those butcher meat packages, but for clothes, where you sign up to get your chicken and.
It's like Grubhub, but Queer Eye for the straight guy. My God, operating income. They used to be profitable, and now they're just setting money on fire.
It was basically just like a fad type company, something that
Yeah.
came and went. It was your Beyond Meat, your Peloton, it was in that same category. Workspace or whatever that one company was, the shared workspace.
The market cap is the market cap is 538 million, and this company last year set 177 million dollars on fire. I mean, literally, operating expenses was 869 million, greater than the market cap. My gosh, the revenue is 1.6 billion. Oh, why is it so expensive to run this company?
Their margin, it's closing. Their margins are probably.
They probably bought a bunch of inventory that they're sitting on, and it's now all like gone to shit. It's now fucking worthless based on their model.
Oh, that's a decent idea. That's probably right.
Like, the idea is you sign up and you pick, like, I like this type of pants and this type of shirt, and then they figure out what to send you, like a monthly subscription box. And if they have a bunch of inventory that's now worthless, it's fucking worthless. They might go to zero.
Did you do CMG? That was next on the list.
What is this? Vietnam Joint Stock Company. This is just some. Wait, what? You said CNG. N as in
CMG as in Chipotle.
Oh, Chipotle. Okay.
Vietnam Joint Stock.
Well, these Vietnamese stocks that keep pulling up, bro. I'm confusing. I'm like, why am I looking at this? It's weird to see them at a reasonable share price.
Yeah, all it took was a 50-for-1 split.
This is exactly what we saw from McDonald's, from Kava, from S-Bugs. Same story. There's really no reason to dig into this further.
Okay, well, the next one on the list is Qualcomm.
Other than this is probably going lower, honestly. You could probably short it tomorrow. This looks even weaker than some of the other names we looked at. All right, Qualcomm picked up. Qualcomm, they got a nice little partnership with Apple, and Apple's been going nuts. So yeah, this type of price action is not surprising at all. Look at that. That daily is about to get an SMA cross. Did my mouse just die? Hello. Okay, we're good. I want to look at Qualcomm on here. Fundamental scores 9 out of 10. Value scores falling apart. I don't know who joined, but I am live on
Is my
YouTube.
headphones really gonna be stupid today? Yep, they're
Asa,
still gonna be stupid.
Asa, acknowledge that I'm live on YouTube if I'm gonna mute you.
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you were saying. What were you saying?
I'm saying I'm live on YouTube, so please watch it. Don't say anything crazy.
Okay, so breathe heavily into the mic.
Yeah, that was not the.
No, everyone loved that. Everyone loved that. That's everyone's favorite. I should do it again, right?
Yeah, let me also turn you down a little bit. Let me turn you all the way up. All right, let's see here. They've been doing a lot of product development. Is this margin compression that I'm looking at? Everyone else's margins have exploded. Probably we got some weakness. There's the Apple news. Explodes. I don't know. Chart looks like it could go up. What have the option traders been doing? Oh my gosh, they've been buying this thing. Looks like they're typically buying this thing though. Call says it was only 0.32. But they still bought 23,000. Historical volatility percentile is 80%. You know what I want to look at?
Qualcomm's like up 100% this year.
As AMD's looking this bullish, and it's still only 32% on the historical volatility, 53%, 436,000. Qualcomm's just not that interesting. Wait, 400 is that more than Nvidia? There's no way it's more than Nvidia, right? Oh yeah, 3 million calls on Nvidia. Compare that to Apple at 600,000. My gosh. How does Apple just hit 3.5 trillion market cap, and it still has literally what would that wait, my brain broke. 30 divided by 6, 5. It still has 1/6 the amount of call interest as Nvidia. Insane.
1/6.
1/5. Sorry. Yep.
1/5.
I told you my
That's
brain
because
broke. I was malfunctioning. We worked our way through it.
Apple is a stock of the past. Nobody cares about Apple anymore.
Obviously they do. Look at this chart. Look at this thing.
I know. I'm just going off of remember when people were saying that Apple's a dying company, and remember back when it was in the 170s, they were like, Apple's not going anywhere.
Yeah, there were a lot of
new
people.
Apple.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in the Discord talking about that. For sure.
Turns out they were wrong. I remember a time when Apple was at 200 the last time, and it proceeded to rally straight to 500 over the course of like less than a year. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was insane. It broke 200, and there was no looking back.
But there's now a bunch of hope built into this stock for the AI. Value score is 1 out of 10. It's freaking. Why does this keep doing this? Thank you. Sorry, value score 3 out of 10 for why. Y charts. I figured I'd see something like that. There's a bunch of hope that they're going to lead the way to like functional AI utilization.
What is PBR? Someone in the YouTube chat said this company.
PBR is a Brazilian oil energy company, a Brazilian oil company. It's Petrobras. Are you impressed? I know that off the top of my head.
I am. Someone in the YouTube chat said they had a 19% dividend, a 19.5% dividend.
It is a big dividend, but only because the stock is, well, I don't know what it's doing now. Last time I looked at it, it was like, I haven't looked at it since it was trading at like $4 or $5.
I wouldn't call Shop fringe. Shopify isn't fringe, bro. I like Shop. Ooh,
oh, wow.
Chart doesn't look great.
Last time I looked at this stock, it was literally $4. Now it's $15. And the dividend is a quarterly dividend, and it pays 48 cents, which would equate to, it is not a 20% dividend, a 40-cent dividend 4 times a year. We're right back to where we started, $1.60 on a, it's a 10% dividend, a little over 10% dividend.
Shop looks like it could bounce in this chop range. Basically, if you want to play Shop, look for it to break one of these. That's all I can say.
This is actually not a bad trade. I wonder if there's any premium in this.
All right, 1 second. I'll look at what you're talking about.
He's looking at Petrobras.
PBR.
And you also get the benefit of buying a stock that is also a beer. So that's a win-win.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me look at it. I gotta set this.
There's
this
tons
EMA
of
convergence.
In here.
It looks like it wants to break down, but the weekly is telling you that when the weekly and the daily are opposing like this is breaking down, but this is starting to fire to the upside. It usually means that this is going to chop in this range.
You got to do this chart divided by EEM, the Emerging Markets ETF.
Oh wow, this is in a really tight range. Right here, look at this chomp range. Basically right there. You should probably drive.
You hear me?
Here. What?
Can you do that on TradingView? Can you do this chart divided by EEM?
Divided by? What does that even mean?
It'll overlay the two, and it'll show you how it does in comparison to EEM, the Emerging Markets ETF.
Oh, you just want the comparison? Okay, yeah.
Well, it doesn't overlay them. It gives you one chart, so it gives you this chart divided by EEM chart.
No.
Try this.
I think you probably can.
BREEM.
Or do minus.
Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay.
Did it work?
Can you see his screen, noob?
No, I'm dry. No.
Why are you coughing?
I don't know what the rules are for your lives.
That sounded like a. I'm saying one thing, but I need another thing.
If you type in the ticker PBREEM with no dash between them, it should like divide them.
Nope.
The more you know.
I never done that. What is the point of doing that?
It shows you it's so like I'm assuming that this stock is held in the EEM ETF, and it's going to basically show you the relationship between this stock and the EEM ETF.
Why wouldn't I just?
You can just put them both up there if you want.
Let's just try this real quick and see if it does it. It did it, actually. Okay, that actually did work. Can you see the YouTube stream, noob?
I can now, yeah. Yes. Yes, I can.
Starting to get bullish. Coming up to this.
What do you say?
It's starting to get bullish.
It's a good dividend stock. Buy it and put it in little Johnny's account for the next 40 years.
Yeah.
And Brazil's a growing economy, so I mean,
Brazil is
there's
a
no
growing
reason.
economy. If
What's
that? Yeah, it is. There's a lot of political corruption and chaos, but
The president of Brazil or the ex-president of Brazil? This is the company that he got put in jail for. The president that they threw in jail. It was because of
oh really?
corruption.
Oh, this is
company,
yes.
That
company. Oh, okay.
Bolsonaro.
Whichever one they got out of that they had to they threw him in
Honestly,
jail to try to
you're-
stop him from.
Your daily is fine and your weekly is recovering. So if this actually gets this RSI SMA cross, it could make a move that pops it over this 1804. I don't know. I guess I'll set an alert and look at it if it breaks through.
I gotta mute myself unless you guys want to listen to my jams.
Okay. He mentioned some other stuff. Gap. I haven't looked at Gap really much since the Kanye deal fell through. But ew. That weekly looks terrible. And the daily does too. I mean, it just broke through. It's just being held underwater. Look at that. Keeps trying to get into this bullish cloud and just keeps being pushed back down. This actually just broke down out of this bullish. This is made a nice recovery though overall. I remember this is $10, but it has these. I don't know. The style is as manic as its old partnership. We can take a look at it on here. PDE's 8 and forward PDE is 10. That's not great. That always makes me laugh. Our forward expectations are that it's actually going to be worse.
Alrighty. The next stock on the list, if you're ready, is SNA.
Wait. Whoa,
Sorry.
whoa.
Whoa. Already fell.
BYM seems like it should be great, but they're missing the GPL1 craze. Agreed. All right. Owen. Who's this? Okay, that looks great. And especially looking at the chart. And that looks great. This might Ooh, what is this? I can't say your username. What is FKO? Fucking Pinky Blinder. That's a pretty funny username, actually.
Pinky Blinder.
All right, someone's echoing me.
Someone's echoing me.
Owen's got a great setup. Fundamental score of 9 out of 10. Value score of 4 out of 10.
What are you looking at? Win? Like Wyndham?
ON.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
semiconductor company?
Yeah. Hi, I'm not familiar. You're familiar? Tell me what's going on. Tell me what they
I'm
do.
just familiar in that I've traded it before because there was juice in there.
Yeah. Has been in the news recently to several developments. Plans to invest $2 billion in building a semiconductor production facility in the Czech Republic, expanding its current operations. It's described as one of the largest private sector investments in the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic? Didn't that country go out of business?
It is, the first in advanced semiconductor manufacturing in Central Europe. It's really interesting. No one's done that. Decline
I'm thinking
of 4%.
Czechoslovakia.
You are. Phil's device rating outperform rating for Owen with a price target range of 55 to 104. That's a really large range. $2 billion. Huh. I don't really see that, and I don't see anything that interesting, but this chart looks really interesting. If you get that daily and weekly to fire, this monthly's gonna start to reverse as well. Because right now this monthly looks terrible. I'm just trying to drag it down. So if this can fire, it's gonna go. So pretty much over 75, 77. I should probably set a review for, you know what, I'm just gonna add it to my watch list. And then I'll set an alert for 77. Because in the future that might be it's got a golden signal that could come around though. All right. What else we got? We got MDLZ.
MDLZ.
Oh my gosh! Can you not randomly scream in my ear? That'd be great.
And my mic is far away. I'm not sure how my sound comes through.
What is this? MDLZ? Fundamental score is 9 out of 10 according to wide charts. Wait, let me read what they do real quick. Independent organizations such as split from Kraft Foods. Oh. Leading player in global snack enclave with a presence in the biscuit, chocolate, gum candy,
Global snack.
gum and candy. I literally just swapped the C and the G there. Gum and candy, beverage. All right, it's getting late, guys. My mouth's not working anymore. Cheese and grocery. As of the end of fiscal 2023. Okay. Oh, they own Oreo, Chips Ahoy, Halls, Cadbury. Oh.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right.
Okay. Oh, let me look at this chart again, considering the GLP-1s. Crushed. Eli has just been like num on all these companies. What did I mean close that? That daily reversing right there, back to the downside. I don't know. This doesn't look like it's a trade setup, honestly. Oh, that monthly actually looks terrifying. It's been able to hold this monthly trend every time it comes and tests it. But yeah, if this starts to break, you're gonna want to see a quick recovery like it did in the August 22nd or August 22. Looks like it was actually September. I don't know. When you think about those product lines, are those gonna go anywhere? Oreos. I don't know. I don't really have thoughts, honestly. I really don't. I don't have anything about that one.
What do you mean? Are they going to go anywhere? They're a staple of American culture.
Yeah, right. Well, it's
like buying Coke.
Yeah, but don't you know GLP-1s are going to change everyone? Roblox. Let's get out of this monthly chart. Noob, you have a position in Roblox, don't you?
In the chat.
I'm pretty sure all of us have a
Roblox?
position in Roblox. You don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought all of us did.
I'm not as big of a believer in Roblox as all. I think they've been overpriced
How
and
much?
overvalued.
Wait, aren't you the one whose kids keep spending more and more? Aren't your kids? Aren't
Not
your?
anymore. Not anymore. They don't play it much anymore.
Oh, hold up! I got a text. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Bro, Roblox is metaverse. Roblox game. Roblox is VR. Roblox is advertising.
I could have sworn
Nancy Pelosi.
I could have sworn you had a position in Roblox, Noob, because I have a position in Roblox that's been cooking. And this weekly is about to fire to the upside as well.
No, I just traded it for the last earnings that they had.
I wonder if
then I got out.
I never looked at them on YChart, so I wonder what.
I was following it when it IPO'd, and that's Nancy Pelosi had these lead calls, and that was that first really big run-up.
Yeah, I was.
Why rating is a void. 1 out of 10 value.
Short it when it was IPOing, and I was getting my face ripped off. It rallied up to like $120 some or something like that. I don't remember what it rallied to, but it was ridiculous.
Does it there we go. Is Kathy still on? Whoa. I thought she wasn't allowed to hold more than 10%. She's got 15% Tesla.
I was gonna say, I think I just saw
Oh, she does hold Roblox still.
That she was buying Roblox recently. They're not that long ago. I think she bought more.
She still holds Shopify. Oh, she owns Path. Ooh. I'm pretty sure Path hit my. Yeah. It triggered an alert for me not too long ago on this plunge. This stock can't stop.
How's Kathy Woods fucking?
Yeah, but Roblox looks like a nice setup. I mean, I haven't changed anything. We came in. It was like a month ago. I bought in. It was probably on this break right here. And I mean, look at that. Over both of those EMA clouds on the daily, it's firing, and it's about to fire. You got the golden rule coming in here. Weekly TTM firing with the daily TTM. It's what led to the massive Tesla trade we took. It's what led to the Baba trade earlier this year and Mara trade earlier this year, where I can really push large positions and come in big. Which, by the way, Tesla over 260. For those of you who are not in the Discord, I gave signal. When we were trading on this, I came in today and I tried to short because we had this huge sell wall at 260. Every time, approaches this, kicks off, and you could see just all the buying pressure we have just ate up all those sellers. It was a huge sell wall at 260. So I came in short, and it was just a great short opportunity to hunt and see if we were going to suppress those sellers like we did yesterday, right there. And instead, we ended up pushing right through. So you only have like a 1% risk to come in short, right? Because if for sure, if we get over the 160, it's going to explode. And so right as it broke out, just climb in for some buys. And I mean, this thing could go to 280 from here. It could be nuts. So I think, we did see a back test, but I thought honestly, it was just going to Jason Bourne it and just go to the moon, go right through. But we actually did get a classic back test, which is just shows enormous strength to get a back test at that major level and then to climb back up. So if the market go hold up, Tesla's going to go nuts. Market go hold up, I think Roblox will go nuts. The signal that you want to look for is when that weekly fires, then you get the confirmation on it.
Intel too.
I don't really, I don't care
did the
what
same
White
thing.
Chart says. It can go nuts. Intel, similar thing on Intel as well. It's not as strong as the other two. This weekly's got a long way to go before it gets out of this hole. But it also is just looking really strong. We could see another type of run like this. I would expect this to kind of do what it's doing, where we'll chop and then get a big move up. If the market can, that does not look at all like I want it to look. Stop doing the curve. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Can I change this from brush to pencil? I guess I can't. But I wouldn't be surprised if this does like a pretty chop, maybe even chop slowly to the upside, and then you get the big firing to the upside when this weekly starts to fire green. I don't have any more comments. What else? Was there anyone? Nope, that was all of them. All right, Noob, give me one more with implied volatility creeping up. And then it's 11:11. So make a wish before you do that.
Let me find one that's a. We already talked about McDonald's. Here's one that's creeping up. NWS.
The hell is this?
Don't know. But it's IV in there is expanding quickly. It's up 8% over the last 5 days.
News Corporation. Oh, you know what we got to look at after this is your stupid
BuzzFeed.
Yeah, we'll look at BuzzFeed after this. I mean, this looks like an easy trade setup. Daily's starting to fire. Weekly's firing to the upside. It looks like both fired in almost at the same time. I mean, literally looks like the easiest trade setup ever. You get over 28.94, you buy some short-term calls, and then you just capture the impulse move and then move on. I didn't even I don't even really need to go to White Charts to look at it. That's an easy breakthrough double top follow through. The only thing you have to watch is if there's good breath in the market. What am I doing? I'm misclicking nonstop. Stop it. NWS, right? Yeah. They don't even have a value score for the stock. Ugh. News Corporation with diverse media conglomerate, U.S., U.K., and Australia. The key mastheads include the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, New York Times, Sun, Australian Herald, and Daily Telegraph. Has a strong presence in the Australian subscription video market. It's big in Australia, so it's basically government owned if it's big in Australia. It can't fail. The government's funding it. It's a propaganda. It's a propaganda machine that looks bullish. Uh-oh.
The future looks bright. Trust us.
Uh-oh. All right. Let's look at your other propaganda machine, BuzzFeed.
BZFD.
Okay, I see it right here. Oh my gosh. It's a fucking ugly chart. And what'd you say? Did you say the
I said this is a no-brainer. Look at the option chain.
Josh, by the way, YouTube has like a 30-second delay.
Okay. Wait, 3 million shares of BuzzFeed was 7 point. Wait, what is the?
Look at the 3 straddle. The 3 straddle is trading for $1.10. This is a sell the put, get assigned the shares, sell the call. This is a just keep rinse and repeat.
Oh no, man! This thing's gonna get delisted and go bankrupt.
No, it's not. Vivek Ramaswamy just took a 10% ownership in it and is meeting with the board trying to turn it around.
Why would he have so much ownership? He's a conservative. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man. That's just what happened. He likes money,
That
though,
makes no
and if he
sense
thinks
to
that if he thinks he can do some, angel investing here, and he thinks that he can turn it around, then he seems to have a little bit of money because he's kind of good at what he does.
I don't know.
Well, he's loaded.
He's probably biting off
He
more
can
than
buy
his.
it.
Look, it's
If he can buy BuzzFeed himself, maybe.
no.
I'm just.
Hey,
I'm
wait,
just
guys,
saying
guys. Let's go to the business principles. Let's go to the basics. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. He'd have to change.
It has nothing to.
He'd have.
it has
Yes, it
nothing
does.
to-
Yes, it does.
No, what I'm
Yes,
saying
it does. Think
is-
about the culture at BuzzFeed. Think about the type of articles they make. Think about him,
I'm not
his
talking
dynamics,
about
his
any of
agenda. You're talking about him potentially turning the company around.
I'm talking about that's why there's interest in the stock and that's why there's volatility. That's all I care about is there volatility there, which makes the premiums expand, which gives opportunity. That's all I'm talking about.
I don't want to touch this. Especially something so cheap. I don't want to touch this. I'll take a
For
look.
the risk that you're taking what? You're taking $3 in downside risk. Not even. You're taking $2.40 in downside risk. And every 30 to 40 days, you have the potential to make $1 of that with just premium. So literally within 90 days, you could own this stock for free. Or very close there too.
Yeah, why
Very
would
close
you
to
want
that. Okay. Told you, these are the type of companies I look for. The risk reward in this, in my mind, seems like a no-brainer.
Would you buy?
What's that?
My gosh. Wait, it trades at $2, but your option traders for 2025 are basically pricing this to go bankrupt.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why the premiums are so juicy in there. That's why there's opportunity.
The call side is
Skews to the put side, yes. That's why I'm selling puts. I'm getting
not if you
assigned
go out
shares.
far enough. January 2025 isn't. 200, 2,500, $1 calls for 5 cents.
I'm only going out 40 days.
I could buy one of those. I could throw 5 cents on a
5
deep,
cents.
deep in the money call. 5 cents. I'll put 5 cents on it. I'll join you.
You're gonna put up a nickel.
I'll put a pack of gum. I'm willing to bet a pack of gum that BuzzFeed will make it, and that is the max.
Did they already do a reverse split? Because I'm seeing non-standard options in their chain too. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at the non-standard options from before the reverse split. If you look out beside it, it'll say 25 instead of 100. You need to look at the 100.
Oh, I see. Did they just split really recently? Yeah, so it's 1,000.
I don't know. I don't know when they did, but they're not even anticipating the company lasting to another 200 days. The option chain stops in 200 days. They're like, yeah, it'll be out of business by then.
So it's 80 cents. You're probably gonna pay 85 cents for $3. The put premium, the put 7,500 puts for $2.
Jaws chat says rose to the PPETF. That better not be a troll. What is PP?
Meet Kevin's PP. 48 million. No thanks. Ten holdings. I like that. He's going. I like that. I like the consolidation. Tesla. Yeah. 20% Tesla. Not enough Tesla. Apple. That's good. Amazon. Been underperforming, but it looks like Bezos is almost done selling, or should be done selling. He sold $5 billion. So, Trade Desk. I don't understand Trade Desk, but all fund managers tell me Trade Desk is amazing. I think Trade Desk has probably the best analytics when it comes to the customization of how you reach clientele. Almost as fine-tuned as something like Facebook, but they can help assign your advertising markets to also streaming platforms and stuff with that same type of accuracy and the clientele you'll reach. So I don't fully understand why they have a moat, but they do, and they're the best. I could look at the chart real quick, but that's what I understand from my analysis, my fundamental analysis. Oh my gosh, it's doing amazing. Just recently had a breakout right there. It looks like it's gonna come test its highs. Enphase is awful. Enphase has been awful. Luckily we have one of the best analysts, top 1% from Seeking Alpha, Monty, who will be doing a YouTube video tomorrow. And he put out a bearish report on Enphase, literally like near the highs, and said, "Get out now. Enphase gonna get crushed." And I mean, he could literally not be more right about that. He was pretty much instantly rewarded with that report, and I think I even did a YouTube video about it. And it's been trying to get off the ground, but I think if you, yeah, and then look at all this AI stuff. So like this looks like an incomplete understanding of the AI story. Why do you hold Enphase? You obviously have tons of convictions in AI because literally Tesla and Apple basically also AI plays because you're not buying Apple right now because phone sales are great. You're not buying Apple right now because of the new iPad. You're buying Apple because of the potential partnership with OpenAI, and you think that they're going to be like the best use case for AI, and that's going to cause them to like everyone's going to want Apple devices to have that integration, and for the new Siri. But if you understand all the data centers needed for the use of AI, you understand that solar can't provide enough energy. You should understand that. You should understand that solar is not going to be the end game alternative. The end game alternative is going to be the GEV, the CCJ. That's why these stocks are flying high and why solar is getting crushed. Even if you look
When I
at
lived in the jungle, we
FSLR,
literally had an entirely
crushed.
solar house, and it sucked.
Yeah, it sucks. Solar's not good enough. So the amount of energy demand you are going to receive and need to power all this AI is not going to be generated from the solar industry. It's like this should be a uranium type holding minus CCJ. But as we just covered earlier, I think it's time to get out, and tomorrow I'll be talking to Monty and hearing from him on his thoughts because he's been doing deep dives throughout nuclear. What is UI? I should know what UI is. By the way, AMD, yeah, whatever.
I was listening
You
to
want to
an
hold
interesting
these? I would like to know when he bought these because that's what's going to be important about these holdings. Did he buy AMD at 200? You know, did he buy NVIDIA like a month ago?
I was listening to an interesting podcast today. Speaking of uranium, that was talking. I told you it was talking about a nuclear Armageddon, and apparently the United States relatively recently approved like a $900 billion funding package to bring our nuclear arsenal up to speed. I'm not sure if they've awarded the contracts or who got the contracts, but I had not heard of that.
Based on this chart, it looks like he's held Tesla as the largest holding for a while. And it looks like through this period, his that was too large of a circle. Through this period, his AI holdings carried him. And even right now, like Enphase is probably causing some downward here movement. This outperforming. So this was probably NVIDIA causing the outperform. Oh, that's actually Tesla. Okay, wait, I had these mixed up for a moment there. So why was he underperforming right here? That was in 2023. I don't know what was going on. Maybe there's a change in the holdings right here. Maybe here is going to be the AI story picking up for him. Yeah. I don't know why he's underperforming Tesla right here if he was overweight it. Yeah, but it looks like he's being carried by Tesla, that 20%. And honestly, Tesla's my largest holding, and I see 20%, and I say not enough, dude. You know, the sizing's right. Let's look at UI real quick. Let's get Tesla off of here. What is this?
Ubiquity.
Value score 4 out of
Ubiquity.
6, 6 out of 10. It's really cheap right now. Wireless and wireline network provider for small internet. This is another AI name, but not one I'm very familiar with. Service provider technology and enterprise technology. Got crushed. But finally got out of this EMA conversions. And it's coming at, this is like a huge level right here. Let's zoom in on that. It already broke. It already broke it. Oh.
What does this company do?
I can read you the description, but I can't tell you in detail. It's it's a network equipment provider for small internet service providers, small and medium-sized business integrators. It's a service provider in technology and enterprise technology. So it's probably data center related, making it AI related. Yeah. This is huge level right here. This is playable. 152.97. Four out of 10, 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'd have to do deeper fundamental analysis. This might be something that Monty's looked at. Yeah, I don't think me Kevin's portfolio is that bad. I don't know what this is, but it's about to break out. I don't fully understand it or why it should be big. I don't even really remember reading it on. Was the UI on the JP Morgan report? Infrastructure report? I don't think it was. Obviously, I can't pull that up right now because I don't want to get sued. But this is a big level. Basically you break through here and you're gonna go to. My gosh, you're gonna make like a $20 move. Yeah, but I like him being oversized Tesla. I wonder what his what parameters he set himself in his prospectus. I don't think I really wanna. Oh, was there a nice summary?
It's very riveting watching you read a prospectus.
During periods when the sub-advisor believes there is the sub-advisor, who's that? Is he literally like using someone else? As a whole or a particular section of the market, the fund's portfolio may hold up to 30% of its net assets in securities of targeted ETFs to provide a macroeconomic hedge against the anticipated market risk. In those cases, the fund will hold ETFs that will benefit from the anticipated market risk. I guess just like an inverse ETF or something. So he did give himself potential to hedge, which is good. The fund's portfolio will generally consist of between 25 and 60 securities. Oh, wait, so I'm only seeing... So when it said top holdings, I was literally only looking at top holdings. So there's a... Oh. Why did this not download a PDF, Kev? What?
Ross Gerber is one of the sub-advisors.
Is he? No! I'm just kidding. Ross isn't that bad. Ross isn't that bad. He's kind of bad, but he's not that bad. So what else do we hold here, Kev, huh? You can hold a bunch of Barrick Gold? What are you, Warren Buffett? CMG? Uh-oh. That got slammed. ASML? Oh, so you hold all the AI. He does hold Intel. He holds some Hood.
Snowflake.
He owns First American Government Obligations Fund. That must be a bond product. Taiwan Trade Desk. He owns Wayfair. What? He has no cash. 0% cash right now. He is locked and loaded. RH. Snow. I think Snow's a big mistake. I think Snow's a big bait. Monday.com? What the f is Monday.com? Why rates it as an avoid? It's a provider of work management. Okay. It's another cloud thing. It's like a Snow. Cloud-based software as a service model. Kevin, you have to do real research. Same with Ross. This is why they need people like Monty. Monty, gosh, you know, it's times like this where I appreciate Monty so much because he keeps me so well informed on this. The inevitable outcome with AI will that you want localized data centers to run the AI to get the most efficient, both in energy costs and both just for speed and productivity purposes. Which means these cloud-based centers are at huge risk of that in the future. Okay, and the localization of the data center also plays a huge role when it comes to the app-based AIs. So you want to avoid a lot of these Snows and Monday.com, which I've never heard about until this moment. Especially since, like, if you were going to hold these companies, you'd probably want to buy Oracle, which I don't even see Oracle on this list at all. Because Oracle's the leader. Because Oracle allows offers you the data cloud, and it offers you the services, the software services that a lot of these companies use. Now, on X Spaces, the live show that I did earlier this week, there was a guy who was a former employee of Snow, and he claimed that he had insider information that Oracle actually uses Snow software and is a customer of Snow. However, that's not public information. I don't know if that's true. But Oracle does offer products to already their clients, which also brings the case of like, okay, if Top Dog's already offering these services, why would you want to add to their package a third party. Additionally, Snowflake's whole thing right now, the things people tell me when I go in these spaces and they argue with me and they tell me Snow's great, and I just look at the chart and I'm like, you sure? It's catching a bounce right now, but the idea that you need to take this, I mean, look at that, even got denied, literally went right back under this EMA cloud. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it needs to defend this conversion, so it's going right back down. The daily and the weekly look okay. The monthly does not. This looks awful. It's got to go much higher before it's actually bullish. You got to get over 160. You got to do it. The idea that you need to organize the data for AI, their big thing is we take raw data and organize it so it's easier to read for the AI. I can go into ChatGPT, okay, and I can literally turn on the web access and it will search the raw data of like 50 websites, and it doesn't need anyone to organize that for it so they can read it easier, and it's only going to get better. So like, in my opinion, Snow is VHS. Like, it's had its like intermediate time where it was needed, and then basically AI becomes efficient, and they even try to swap CEO for different strategy to manage the company in a different period of time. So is said. So as the bull case would go. The bull case would go, oh, the CEO swap was a great thing. As the stock, instantly tanks $50. But I just see it as like, there's no real world application or even like narratives that I hear where like, oh, we need this. When you listen to NVIDIA talk about it and stuff, they do have a partnership with Snow. But when I listen to companies like OpenAI, or when I listen to Palantir, or when I listen to C3 AI, they have no need for that software. So like, they just unleash the AI. Okay, we got your stuff in the data center, and the AI will go and collect all that data for you. Even when we're looking at the AI applications within the biotech industry, for someone like Twist, where they have these massive databases and they've created these protein-based AIs. There is no need for the data organization. We have all this raw data, and the AI just goes and scrapes all of it, trains itself, becomes better at using it. So like, maybe I'm way off base, but I look at this price action and I'm saying the market agrees with me right now. And that's the way it interprets it. And I don't see a lot of tech nerds telling me differently. So I see a lot of people who are like, well, I did a bunch of research and I really like it. But the guys who are like actually like deep into the industry typically don't tell me that, except for that one insider guy, but he was a salesperson, They know what the actual smart people tell them. No offense to him. That was very offensive. I'm sorry. He won't watch this. What else? RH. I feel like RH is weird. There's a lot of like, there's a few in here. It's like Warren Buffett holds this. I'm gonna buy it. I'm surprised Bank of America isn't in here. Actually, Warren sold this, didn't he? Whatever. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure he did though. Why did you buy this, Kev? You wanted Restoration Hardware for what exactly? Ew. That chart looks awful. Hey, Kev, you can hire me to do your technical analysis so you can improve your timing. Hopefully he bought it down here. Even then, I think it's going back down there. The daily might chop and then come up to this EMA cloud and then get pushed back down. Just because that monthly looks so bad. why would you buy this into a bear market for real estate? Because real estate's only going to get worse in the short term. So why would you buy this now? Just because it's down so much? Oh, it's cheap. That might be what he's thinking. It's super cheap. Look at this. What their financials look like.
Damn, look at this chart for a sec, though. It definitely tells us the times, like COVID, and now some shit's gonna go down this year.
Oh, yeah, this one, yeah, it does. Oh, first, let's see. Value score 2 out of 10. Makes sense. So I'm probably gonna go in the financials and not see things that are that great. That only looks so bad because it was so inflated. All right. This is amazing growth in these early years. It's really coming back down to reality. I'm gonna do this real quick. It's okay. Why was Oh, okay. I don't know. It just seems kind of average. They've kind of come back down from the huge pump. They're entering into a recession, into a bullet bearish market. I guess the only thing I want to also look at is what was this? So that's basically 30%, 39%, 46%, 50%, 54%. We'll call it 55. We'll combine these to be 9, so then 64, and then 7.7. So we're looking at like literally 60% of the entire portfolio. So that means the rest of these holdings are about 40% of the portfolio. So these positions are actually, the percentages are in here, aren't they? Yeah. So he only holds 1.62% of gold. Weird. 1.88%. So RH is 0.43%. It's basically a non-factor. I spent all the time looking at it. Why even hold it? Bro, you could literally wipe out the 40% and just hold this. That's what kills me, man. But this is a Ross Gerber, thing. Let's look at Bill Ackman, someone who's beaten the market consistently for 10 years. That's it. There's one page, 8 stocks. That's it. At most holds 10. He's up 559% on freaking CMG. He's eating it bad. And Howard Hughes, whatever this is.
That's insane.
He's been loading up Google hand over fist. But he buys simple things that he easily understands, gets on the board, and just consolidates hard in those names. Like, this is my investment style. This nonsense of like, I'm gonna hold 0.43% of 0.43% of RH. Why even have it? 0.77% of snow. Why even have it? If the stock doubles, if RH doubles, you're still not making hardly anything. And this is not a stock that's going to like 4x. We're not going to get another COVID, you know? In fact, we might see a debt crisis, in which case, all this stuff in here that's not making money is going to get crushed, and you have no cash to buy dips. Are any of these hedges? He has no hedges. I don't know what this is. He has some gold, but he has 1.62%. That's it. Wait, what is this? 3%. What is this? I'm assuming that this is like bonds. Yeah. Anyways, I'll probably dwell on that too much. At the end of the day, I still like Coven. I think all these holdings and all these small percentages is probably a factor of. By the way, how much is Ross Gerber making off of this? I wonder why the two must know each other through real estate or something. They must have done business together. Ross is okay. Get out of here. What is the advisor shares, Russ? Okay, what is the ticker, bro? GK. Gosh, he's outperforming Ross, that's for sure. Holy Ross. You didn't do anything in 2023? Even into the pump into the end of the year? Ooh. Oh, his top holding is... He doesn't even own Tesla! Ross, you suck! I'm sorry, I'm like screaming into the mic. Disney's in his top? Oh my gosh. LPL makes sense. LPL is like... Everyone talks about LPL and finance. MGM, NVIDIA and Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, and no Tesla. This is why I don't like Ross, because
As much as I hate Disney, I feel like that's probably not a bad call at this level. They're starting to turn things around. There's probably some opportunity in Disney to the upside here over the next couple of years.
I mean, technically, this stock is just still eating it. You got that run. You got that run that we played, and I really haven't looked at it much since.
I haven't traded it since because I hate them as a company, but I think there's the last few. I don't remember which
Are you-
movie I went to go see.
Crushing cans?
'Cause I
What's
watched-
happening? Are you popping popcorn?
I was getting some cheese out of a bag. I'm making a burger, man. A turkey burger. Turkey burger.
What time is it at where you at right now?
1 o'clock in the morning. I just got home.
Oh, okay.
I just think that at this price, I think there's some opportunity there. And I also think that they're starting to actually turn their content around, which is going to help them. Because people stopped buying their shit for a long time, and they finally got the message.
You know what? They made Mandalorian suck. And they put out too much content and didn't make it good. The writers were awful, and they ruined Star Wars, and I hate them for it. And so
Yeah, the Star Wars stuff is
it's going to take a long time for redemption there. A long, long time. This does... The fibs, this level's big.
Dude,
right
look
here,
at the
actually.
size.
The Daily and Weekly told me that Momentum is definitely favored to the downside.
Look at the size of this freaking burger.
Well, how am I gonna look at the size of it? Are you streaming in Discord?
Oh, no, I'm gonna send a picture to you.
Oh, you're such
And
a... I'm live on
It's
YouTube,
amazing.
supposed to be talking about stocks, and all I can hear is the sizzle of your burger. And
it's because it's epic.
you're
It takes up half the pan. It takes up half the pan.
you're a dork.
It's gonna be amazing. The only thing I don't have is jalapenos. Jalapenos. I can't even really see it. You know that everybody watching this stream just got a little hungry, and they're going to the kitchen right now. Grab a
Right?
snack.
Everyone,
Yes,
take a
it's
look at names of burger. Swiss cheese? Did you cut that cheese yourself?
The Swiss cheese, yeah, and then I
Yeah,
put some
that's
American on top.
Some thick cuts of cheese, brother.
It's a big burger. It's like 3/4 of a pound burger.
Okay, I couldn't tell if it was a small pan. To be fair,
No, it takes up half the pan. It's a full size pan.
All right, I had
beast. She belongs to the streets.
I loaded a pepper with beef.
Oh,
and
jeez, you
rice.
scared me, kid. Why are you still awake, dude?
All right.
You gotta get up early.
Yep, I gotta get up early too. I got a meeting to go to in the morning. I'll be trading for those of you in the Discord. I'll be meeting with a fund manager. He's also the writer of a lot of the algorithms and systems that Morningstar uses. And we're going to be going over some bots that I'm going to create for the Discord, which should be a lot of fun. And some different scanning tools that I've been optimizing. I'm going to run by him. He's going to share some that he's been using with me. And then tomorrow I'm going to be swapping over a bunch of Pine scripts I wrote over to Python to be able to integrate into the new application that we made. Now that we have...
Plug my new channel.
It doesn't even exist yet. I'm not going to plug it until it actually exists. We made a new app because we're now developers through Charles Schwab. So that should be a ton of fun. Lots of big things
You guys
coming.
you guys made a new app?
Yeah, we made an app. We basically made
What is it?
LPL's
What does
app.
it do?
The app allows you, I mean, I don't know if I want to say what it does on YouTube yet. So,
Okay.
yeah. But we're working on it. It'll
Cool.
be a product soon. And related to trading, we're going to also create an automated trading system as well based off my golden signals that have high win rates.
Something non-trading related. Let me get your percentage, or like if you had to put odds on Democratic presidential
candidate, who's it going to be?
Um,
What's the percentage chance that Biden goes the distance?
it wins. Like,
No, he's not going to win. Don't be ridiculous. I'm talking
okay,
about
if he even
he's the nominee.
makes it. Okay.
If he lives that long.
It's a percentage chance. I honestly say it's probably 50-50. People keep talking about Kamala replacing him, but I feel like Kamala is actually his job insurance because she's so... is Kamala the most unlikable politician ever?
I don't think she really is. I mean, she's not very likable, but at the same time, if you're looking for a puppet and a shield, just like they were for Biden, Kamala seems like she would be right up that alley. I don't know, just my thoughts. I'm thinking 40% chance he makes it to the election. And I'm thinking Kamala is probably another 40% chance. And then I'm thinking that Newsom is the other 20. I think the Newsom has the biggest shot of actually getting elected. Unless Michelle runs, which isn't going to happen. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Cookie crumbles. I think it's 50-50 he even runs. But I don't know who replaces him. I didn't know that there is...
Are you having a stroke?
Well, yeah, this stuff about Gavin Newsom's wife. Yikes! If he runs, the Republicans
None of
are
that
going to
matters.
pound the table.
He's
with
handsome.
this.
He's handsome, and he's well spoken. So none of that stuff matters. It's a popularity contest. The only thing that Gavin Newsom doesn't have is a beautiful orange head of hair.
Yeah. Who else is there? You know what they should do? You know how they beat Trump?
There's
beat Trump
Michigan
is
governor there.
The market would hate this. The market would sell off because it would hate it. Because I think the market's holding up right now because typically because everything's saying that Biden's going to lose. And if you look at the historical performance for when the incumbent is displaced or when the market thinks the incumbent's going to be displaced, it's about half as bullish. It's like 11% versus like 6%. So the fact that the market continues to be strong right now, even though everything says Biden's not going to win, I think it's because we've already had Trump as a president. So the market's like okay with that somewhat uncertainty because it knows what to expect. But if they hot swap Biden, that could be a sell-off event. And what I think could be a dramatic sell-off event is if they hot swap to Kennedy.
Gretchen Wilson is
Kennedy.
the other one. Kennedy? They're not. Kennedy.
They wouldn't do it. They won't do it. But if they hot swap to Robert Kennedy, he would beat Trump. He beats Trump in every poll. He beats Trump in every poll.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty conservative, but I like the idea of Kennedy.
Yeah. So
I'd like to see
that's how they would win, but they won't do it.
Kennedy, Tulsi Gabbard.
Tulsi Gabbard. Why do I know that
she's
name?
Hot. She's a senator from Florida. She's a military vet. She's a colonel in the Army Reserves. She ran for president.
That's right. I know
She's
who this
gorgeous.
is. I know who this is.
She's on the Joe Rogan podcast a lot.
Yeah, I think I saw her.
I don't think ever was Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Oh, did I say
okay.
Florida? Yeah. My bad. Hawaii.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Gabbard Kennedy could probably do some damage.
I wanted, well, before that, I wanted Vivek and Gabbard. I thought they would have been like the totally winning ticket. We could finally get these old farts out of the government.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I don't. The Vivek just his strategy was just too off-putting.
A little
too many
crazy.
people. Yeah, he
A
just
little
came on.
insane.
I knew so many people that wouldn't even read into his actual policies just because he went for these snappy one-liners, but they weren't snappy. They were like the Marilyn Manson of politics. It's just like I want to be
I like Vivek. I really like Vivek.
like the metal of
I wish-
politics.
Yeah,
I want to abolish the Fed, and then the average person is like, "What?
What's the Fed? Like, what is the Fed, and why
Yeah.
are we abolishing it?
Yeah, he's like, "What is it?" The average American is so off put by that.
Dude,
So-
I gave a ride. I gave a ride today to this old lady, and
Okay.
the first. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I'm actually gonna end the stream and I'm gonna get off. But you could tell you want to tell YouTube you're giving an old lady a ride story.
I was gonna tell you, not YouTube.
Well, if you tell me right now, you're telling YouTube.
I feel like it's a good story.
I am
No,
more
actually,
hungry
just-
now.
I'm
By the
hungry.
way,
Dude, look at
you did make
dude,
people hungry.
look at how much it covers. This is a full size plate.
I know.
This burger is. Hang on a second. Let me send you another picture. This burger is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Would you not eat today?
Well, I only ever eat one meal, and then I'll have like a snack or something when I come home. But this is a little more than a snack. This is a little obsessive.
That's ridiculous.
I
Oh my gosh!
gotta fry 'em.
Get some new
put 'em in
plates.
my bun.
Did you get those plates from your great grandmother? Does she know you stole her plates?
Don't knock the plates.
Did you
I
steal?
have kids.
Did you be
They
honest?
break them
Wait,
at an incredible rate.
be honest. What Amish kid did you steal this plate from? All right, I'll go to bed. I'll go. It's ugly plate. All right, I'll go to bed. YouTube, have a good night. I'm also leaving Discord. Have a good night, guys. See you in the morning. I gotta get
Peace
up
out.
early.